Hello again in another video. In this video, we're gonna have a look on dictionaries. So the dictionaries are the most very useful thing in the data world. I'm gonna erase it for a second. And yeah. So um, I'm gonna jump into examples so we can get more clearly as usual. So I've created two lists, uh, which is the population and the country names. I'm gonna paste it here. Um, So these are the three countries and the populations correspondingly. So for example, if I want to know the population of Albania, we already know one way to do it by using the index method. I'm going to show it how it works. So print oh, country countries, and in this, you know the in the it should be a integer variable, so it should be 2. So here, so the question is we need to find out the population of Albania. Population of Albania. So population should be here, and the index should be the index of Albania. So I'm gonna equalize it using the index method. So countries dot index Albania. So it should be 2.77. Yes, it worked. This is a method one. You can use the other method as well, like index of Albania equals countries index. Then I'm going to print out the population of Albania, which is, we already found that out and saved it to this one. There we go. We got the same answers. So we are in the right track. So it's both are exactly same method, because two types of people, they two different things, but the same things. For example, if we want to find 5, some people say 4 plus 1, some people say 6 minus 1, some people say 5 times 1. So all same but different method. Similarly, in this one, okay, I don't want to talk too much here. So now I'm going to erase it. So let's see how we can build the dictionaries. I'm going to name my dictionary as world. Say world. And I'm going to say how to build the dictionaries. We can name it a variable, whichever the name you want. In this case, I named as world. Then we need 2 curly brackets. Inside the curly brackets, we need to have the keys and value pairs. The keys are immutable. In this case, the country names are the keys. So, and don't forget to put the colon. It separates the key and value. And the corresponding value to the keys will follow here. So 30.55. So, then put the comma, and same again. I'm going to repeat that. We can see those keys can't. If I do like that, like this, I will tell that later. This will update the second value because the Python knows that we are not we are not going to make the second key value. We are going to update this. So this is how the Python will understand. So this should be Afghanistan. So this is how I'm gonna. So our question is find the population of Albania. Now we are trying to do this with the dictionary method. So the dictionary is very easy, very efficient, and I'll show you. World and just pass the key value. That's it. So simple. There we go. Both are same. So we did the right thing. So we did the same thing in the first method, list method as well. So yes, indeed, we get the same answers, but the process is very long and it's not very efficient, isn't it? Because the Python look up the keys and values very quickly in dictionaries. That's why it's more useful in the data world, as I said previously. So if you have a consequent number of values, you can use list. But if you get a pair or more data, the dictionaries would be more efficient. All right. Uh, so I explained that one. So to create dictionaries, that's how it works. Like a pair of curly brackets and the keys and the values. Don't forget to put the colon and the comma after the pairs and between the key and the values, the colon. So let's have a look in the exercise. I've created a question. I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to paste it here. So here, print out the keys in Europe. For now, I comment these previous codes. Make a space. So print out the keys in Europe. To print out the keys, print europe.keys. And if you run the code, there we go. We can see the keys. Spain, France, Germany, and Norway. So keys and values are the functions here in dictionaries. To print out the keys, this is how it works. And the second question will be print out the values that belongs to Norway. Let's see how to code the answer. Belongs to Norway. Print. We need the value. So print the value that belongs to the key Norway. Print Europe value Norway. If we run this, we get the answer Oslo. It's very simple. And also, so yeah, that's the simple exercise. You practice more. You practice more this one, so you know how to do it. Now let's look new topic. Same topic, but new idea. So this is our previous dictionary, and and this code will tell the population in Albania. I'm gonna delete this code. Let's see how to add data to the dictionary. I'm gonna add a data sealand in this world dictionary. So if you are wondering what's sealand, sealand is a human-made small island infrastructure above the sea. The humans, they do minings regarding the oils and minerals inside the sea. They do like the oil storage, something like that. Um, they put a a vast drill and the tank, and they separate oils and everything. So that's called sealand. And some people are living over there, the workers and the miners and some marine engineers. So that's basically called the sealand. Um, so I'm going to add the data to my dictionary. So how to add this? It's very simple. Just type world inside the square bracket. We just need to enter sealand and equals to whichever the population is. So in this case, like 27 in billions, 27 in millions, I guess. Then print world. As you can see, the sealand is added in our previous dictionary. And this is how we add the data in the dictionary. And also let's see how to delete the data. Now I'm gonna delete the sealand. So del world sealand. Print world. Wow, wonderful. You can see there is no sealand in the second the dictionary name world. So that's how we can add the datas and then delete the datas. Now let's see an example, a beautiful example. Uh, let's name this as dictionary part 2. Maybe I will upload in separate parts, or maybe I'll try to attach in the same part. It's already 15 minutes, I guess. I'm going to comment these things. I don't need this one. So I've created a new dictionary. Yeah, so let's run this code. So still we got three elements in it. And we can see the key Albania has written two times in the code snippet, and the values are 2.77. Then for the last element says 2.81, and we can see the results, the output of the code. Albania is updated to 2.81. So we can understand that the keys in dictionaries are unique. So Python knows the user is trying to update the list, so it updates to 2.81 because the elements are very unique. I mean the keys are very unique. All right. So all the keys have to be immutable. So the contents that the key contains cannot be changed after it created. Um, and we know the immutables types are keys in dictionary, and integers, strings, booleans, floats, all are immutable. But the list is mutable. I'll show you by an example. So I have created two dictionaries. Uh, I named it as OBJ object one, then second one. So here the keys are 0, true, and 2, which is integer, then a boolean, and a string. And we got some keys correspondingly. That's okay, that's perfect. But the second one, we got the list. So we got the list. And BNT. Yeah, it's perfect. We get the output as our dictionary. That's perfect because then if I comment the previous one, the OBJ, the initial one, then pass the OBJ1, we got some error because, as I already said, the list is mutable. Keys can't be, keys always immutable. So that's the issue here we got. All right. That's all the theory. Now we go to one question. So now we're gonna have a look on dictionary of dictionaries. I already created one dictionary of dictionary. Let me paste it for you. So here the question is, print out the capital of France. So how we gonna approach this problem is, so first of all we need to understand the problem. So here we have a dictionary inside the dictionary. The big dictionary is Europe, and there we do have some elements, the keys: Spain, France, Germany, and Norway. And for those keys, we have we have the values, which is a dictionary, which has two pairs, which is capital and population, capital and population. So how can we find the capital of France? So import is print Europe. Then again, oops. So this is how we solve the dictionary of dictionaries. It's very simple, isn't it? And also the next question is, so next question is, create a sub dictionary data, which is capital Rome and population 59.83 billions. Let's create that one. Data, capital. So now let's have a look how to add this data, add this dictionary data to the Europe under the key Italy. So we already learned that adding data to the dictionary in this video. So to add this to under Italy, we can see that our new data is added. in at the last, Italy, capital Rome, and population 59.8. So perfect. So this is how the dictionary works. We had a look about most of the basic things, and finally we wrapped up with the good example question. So you practice more. I will see you in another amazing video. Cheers.